Hey everybody, Mr. Hartgrave here, and we're in Alliance War, and I am going to select this kind of different Dr. Octopus team here to try to see what happens. I know this is going to be an easy win. I'm going to catch some criticism for this, but we're going to throw in my Symbiotes. It's a huge symbiote team. I usually use symbiotes on Doc Ock, and recently my alliance has been saying, hey, this isn't really working out for us. Well, this is going to obviously work. I think, if this fails, then it's a pretty good sign that it doesn't work, but I'm pretty sure it's going to work. What I'm curious about is this Green Goblin, because the last fail I saw in my alliance with someone using symbiotes on Doc Ock, there was a big green goblin involved, and I just kind of want to see what that interaction is, what happens when I take these symbiotes and fight this green goblin. Alright, we should be loading up here, and then we'll see what's going on. Let's speed this up some. Okay, here we go. Now, this is a little different from my normal symbiote fight. Normally I open up on Doc Ock, but I can't because they have a Drax. So that's interesting. We'll start with that. I mean, he's not strong, so it's not like it's going to change things too much. We're going to drop defense down on him. Get in there. We'll just kill him. Okay, so now we can kind of get at everybody. I'm waiting to see him take a turn and see what happens to me. I've got Disrupt on me. Who threw Disrupt on me? Was that something that Green Goblin did that doesn't normally happen? That could be a big problem with symbiotes. We gotta look at his kit afterwards. So what can we do? We gotta open with his special instead, and then we're going to. I don't want to do anything to Green Goblin. I just want to see what he does. So I'm going to go over here and let's go ahead and get some heal block on Doc Ock. I still want to kill him first. But I really want to see what this Green Goblin's doing. I think he's going to pull all my buffs off, which is going to suck. Just kind of paying attention here. Yeah, I don't have any buffs anymore. That sucks. You want to be careful with symbiotes into this if you have a Green Goblin out there. There's definitely a better counter if there's a Green Goblin on board. All right, now we can hit him and spread everything. Still fun. I mean, the power differential here is the big one. We're just so massively overpowered that this isn't really a fight. We'll just do this. There's no way we're losing now. I just kind of want to see him take another turn. I want to see what he does that's so different than the normal fight that I have. Because I've punched almost across with these symbiotes on Doc Ock. So it's not just like, oh, always punch down. No, I do test this stuff across and even a bit up. I really don't like to punch up too much. I get someone else in my alliance to do it at that point. We have it. If you don't have it, that's going to be very difficult. Okay, yeah. So this is over. This is done. But I think I saw kind of what I needed to see, and that is he does. Let's look at his kit too. We'll go into his kit and just kind of check that out. When you're not familiar with the kit, it's really hard to get the counter right. And I just don't play with Green Goblin much. Definitely not recently. All right, let's come out of here and go look at Doc and go look at Green Goblin's kit just to see what that interaction is. If he dropped that Disrupt, that's what I want to know, because that was big. Having Disrupt on Anti-Venom is the best way to shut that team down. Where the hell's Green Goblin? I have a good Green Goblin too. This is something I could potentially do myself. So let's look at him here. Any Spider-Verse ally turn to choose. This is good. On any Spider-Verse ally. So he's got that with everybody. Choose 2 random enemies. If they have a positive effect, remove 1. Okay, so that's great. He's always going to take 2 random enemies and effect. It's not huge, though. On spawn, apply defense down. Most resistance. Apply defense down for 2 turns. That's not it. I don't know. I don't think that's not the interaction that did it. Burning Rage, your stealth, Goblin Strike. No, okay. It was somebody else. Who dropped the Disrupt? Curious. Let's go ahead and get into Sinister 6. Sinister 6. Okay, is it Doctor O? Just see if there's any hidden interactions that I'm looking for. Not seeing it there. He opens with his Sinister Recharge. Nah, that didn't do it. Who else was in that fight? Mysterio was in that fight. She gets the deflect. Focus. What's he open? He opens up with Smoke and Mirrors. Apply heal block. That's not it. They had Electro. Charged. Chain Lightning. Yeah, where'd this disrupt come from? Alright, it was Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin, Mysterio, Electro. Who was there? It's escaping me. Let's go back in here and look at it. Alright. We'll figure this out. Because that was the biggest one. That was the biggest one. If I didn't have that disrupt on a bigger punch up, was I in Reactor? Good lord, I think so. Yeah, okay. Oh, Drax. Nah, Drax doesn't drop disrupt. How the hell did I get disrupt on anti-venom? Must have been Goblin. That is curious. All right, let's just check it out again. I don't think that's a function of Drax. Where's my Drax at? Like down in the bottom half of my roster? Yeah, this isn't it. Not at all. I don't even know I looked at that. I think I'm going crazy. Okay, here we go. Let's get back over here to Sinister 6. Okay. I think it's Goblin. I don't know where it's coming from. Remove positive effects. Apply defense down to the enemy with the most resistance. He opens up with, I think he opens up with Burning Rage. We don't have stealth, so we don't get hit by that. That was designed for Nick Fury back in the day. Does Dr. Octopus do it? Maybe I didn't read this close enough. On block, heal self. Chargeable. Resistance. What, do they get like a secret? A secret disrupt if you bring in that specific team? Summon. Okay, was it because he summons a shocker, right? Has it got anything to do with that? And he opens up with this, generate offense up. No, I don't see it. Unless it's a, you know what, maybe I'm missing it when it's upgraded. Okay, this is plus 10% health. This is, no, I didn't do that. Did we, it's not a Goblin Strike. Because yeah, if it's something that I haven't upgraded yet, now always apply, say charge. He didn't open with this, but I'm just clutching at straws now because I don't know how that disrupt landed on anti-venom. Electro. Is it something in Electro's kit? If you know, tell me down in the comments. Please. I mean, I'll probably get there here, but I'm about to give up. I just don't get it. I don't know how that deflect landed. Start looking at everything now, because I'm curious. Where is it? Okay. Back to Mysterio. This is the last one I've yet to really scour. Okay, here we go. He gets some more focus. He gets an additional mirror image. Apply to deflect. Focus. Mirror image. Smoke and mirrors. Here we go. Apply heal block to all enemies. Now that is really good for symbiotes. Especially, I think you get all kinds of focus and stuff too. So that'll screw them up. Huh. I don't see it. I don't know why that deflect landed on anti-venom. I don't see the interaction here between Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin, Mysterio, Electro, and Drax. Well, I'll run this video by my alliance mates, and I'll come back with an update for sure about why that deflect landed on anti-venom. I might have to come back and rewatch that fight and see exactly where that landed. But I don't see it in the kits, which is really, really weird. It could be a visual bug. I don't know. It definitely seemed to work. I mean, I could have tested it by pulling his ultimate attack right there, because it wouldn't have worked. That's the problem with it. If you land a deflect on anti-venom and he goes to pull buffs, he can't put them on himself, so it can't spread them to everybody else. Which is pretty much what you always do. You drop a bunch of debuffs right off the bat on somebody, then you come in with his ultimate attack and buff your team, and it just snowballs from there and you win. But yeah, if this team can somehow drop a deflect specifically on anti-venom, then it is an excellent counter to that attack. But I don't see it written anywhere in those kits, so I don't know where it's coming from. The only thing that Green Goblin kind of is adding extra to this, right, is that he chooses 2 random enemies, and if they have a positive effect, he removes one. He doesn't flip one, he removes one. If he flipped it, then I'd be like, oh, I must have, ended up with an immunity on him. But that didn't happen. And apply defense down to whoever has the most resistance. So great, defense down, but not disrupt. As we all know, disrupt is very disruptive. So knowing how that happens, deal additional damage for positive effect on this is great on symbiotes. So attack a random target with stealth. Deal 50% additional damage per positive effect on the target. As you know, your symbiotes are going to have like just tons of buffs on them. So when he comes through with that, that's going to delete somebody. If he's huge, like that 7 red one, right? If I took this guy up to tier 15, he'd be doing well. All right, everybody. It's Mr. Hartgrave. Hail Hartgrave.